guys, my name's Lane Sadler. Thanks so much for being here tonight. And we're going to be talking about the product vision for Million.ai. So a quick warm-up question for the audience, right? You, sir, Mr. Robert, how many websites do you think you've looked at since you woke up this morning? Kind of a crazy
More than
question.
a dozen.
More than a dozen. Maybe 2 dozen, maybe 50, who knows? And you're on your phone. How many apps do you have on your phone? 20. 20 or 20? All right, fair answer. So the point, the pain that I'm trying to get at, right, is that we live in a very fragmented digital landscape. And if you're a brand and you're trying to communicate a message, it's going to be diluted across many different channels, and it's going to be siloed into many different data silos, right? So what is the solution to this? And here's the value prop, right? Million builds the homepage for your personal brand in 60 seconds. So how do we even start thinking about a concept like this and kind of solving a problem like this? Well, it all starts with the fundamentals of the web, right? On one hand, you have content, and on the other hand, you have style. Maybe not as often as you should. But content, I like to think of that as text and images, right? And the videos you watch, all the things that you post. And the way we like to think about it is that you can just pull those things from where they live today. Now, style, that's really the font pairs, the color schemes, the way things go together on the page. And the approach that we take to that is to be able to shuffle it instantly. So we've got your content saved, and then you can shuffle through different designs. So I'm going to try to contextualize this a bit for you. This is a mock-up that we put together for our latest client. They're called TechSmart. They've got 2 million YouTube subscribers, and they have absolutely no website. So some of the challenges that these guys face is definitely monetization, because they don't own any of their customers. They don't have the emails. YouTube has all that. Instagram has all that. Twitter has all that. But in seconds, we can pull in data from their apps into a single one-stop shop for their brand. We can allow them to start collecting emails and give their users something that they can get nowhere else, which is all of their content summarized in a nice digest, right? And we can shuffle through different styles. So personally, my page is going to look different every single time you load it. So let's take a look. Let's let the beast out of the cage here and see if we can't break some stuff. Because what fun is it without a demo? We got 1:55 on the clock. Okay, so this is. We're going to go into admin mode here and do some editing. Do some licensing, right? So this is the webpage that we've put together for these guys. It is their, and it's not obviously not sized for 4x3, but what it is all their latest videos from YouTube all in one central spot, and they're a bunch of zany YouTube characters. So we put in a watch a random video right here for these guys, so you can switch right through that. This works really well on mobile too, so you can just swap right over here, and there's their Twitter. So it's entirely a one-stop shop for their brand. When I think about Web 3.0, I think about applications seamlessly sharing data in real time. And let's see if we can, I've actually never done this. We're going to attempt to shuffle the color scheme here. So we can see if it'll work. In production, this is all going to be Ajax, but let's give it a go and see what happens. No? So we'll go here. This is the actual production machine. And I'm not a big orange fan myself. So this is Dennis Crowley, founder of Foursquare. And let's see if we can give it a go and shuffle the fonts and colors and see what we come up with. Still not liking that, right? That's pretty awesome. So I'll take that as an acceptance rate. So instantly pulling your content. I know it's not working perfect, but I think we're about to crack the code for Web 3.0. So yeah, thank you very much.
So what's the revenue model here? I mean, are you charging the users themselves, or what?
Sure. So the question was, what is the revenue model? There's really two groups that we're going after, right? The first is the digital influencers. They're going to have a lot more features baked into their monthly subscription, right? So for digital influencers, it starts at $49 and up, and then it's $10 per every 1,000 emails after that, because we're enabling them to start a newsletter that syndicates all of their content. The other form of revenue is that we can actually connect these guys with brands that are just looking for, now that these guys actually own their emails, they can do some advertising. And all we do is we charge the brand, not the content creator, right? So that's bucket A. Next year, once we've got the product perfected, we'd like to bring it to the consumer market for everyone. And we're going to charge $9.99. That'll undercut Wix, Squarespace, Weebly, just because it's not click and drag. You don't have to be a designer to use it. You can just shuffle how things look on the page. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. You got anyone else bouncing around? Does anyone want to use it when it comes out?
I've got a question. So you're saying you started out with your premise of how everybody's distracted because you have so many apps and you're looking at so many web pages, and then it wasn't memorable. But then you're showing this product, and it's pretty much a template where these websites are going to look a lot alike. So in a way, it seems as though this contradicts your initial premise.
Really glad you brought that up. So there is an open source component to this, which I'll kind of tap into. It's a bit of our secret sauce. I apologize for the sloppy routes there. But you can check this out. It's almost like a personal API right into the data source. So this is coming from Connor's LinkedIn, right? And over here, you put, we give you access to handlebars that gives you access to your data. And over here, you can add in some CSS styles to actually customize it. So if we find one of our initial markets is software engineers, Mike. So what we want to allow those guys to do is to come in there, create their own, and we'll say, great, that looks great. We'll add it to our library of a bajillion different styles we can shuffle through. The .ai comes into play where we can, based on data that we have about you, we're going to have more data than anyone else out there, right? Because we're aggregating all your apps. We'll be able to make intelligent suggestions for you and your industry. We'll go front row.
What traction company has?
Traction, zero. Absolutely zero. Like I said, they haven't launched yet. We're in some big B2B contracts with sports media firms that need thousands of websites made. And we actually talked to them down in DC today. So users, we've done some beta testing with users, but we decided to go for influencers first. We're 3 for 3 there, so 100%. Headphones.
So, like you said, you are collecting a lot of data from everyone. And so, what are you actually doing to secure it? Like, if you see Google collects data, but they assure you that it's not going to be available in the market.
So would you like to know about encryption in transit, encryption at rest, database encryption?
Yeah, are you using any kind of encryption? Or?
AES 256-bit, that's at rest. And then everything's over TLS 3.0 in transit. And it's all through OAuth 2.0, so yeah, it's super secure. One more.
So I guess the biggest selling point of your platform, if you had to distill it down, is that you can have a one-stop shop / experience for a particular brand, whereas right now you go to YouTube, you get a certain experience, you go to Twitter, you get another experience, and your website or your tool brings it all together?
You got it, you hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
It's all your apps in one place. And based on your profession. When we go into consumers, we want to be able to identify through LinkedIn or Facebook what profession you have, and then serve up relevant applications, like if you're a software developer, GitHub, Stack Overflow, things like that. All right, thanks so much, guys.